So we're not sure if Alicia Lopez is here for the next. If not, we are going to skip and continue with Lucia Binotti.
Hello. I am here to present Rodamico, which is a cultural startup. And let me actually refresh that. This is Rodamico. Rodamico helps you discover global culture in a total new way. Experience culture authentically, chart your own course based on your interests, share your own narratives with the world. We have a great team, and by the way, the three main people in the curating part of the team is women, and we have a very diverse team coming from all sorts of places and speaking at least, each one of us speaks at least 2 languages, if not more. We have someone who speaks 5. So that's great. Rodamico allows travelers to have a unique, tailored cultural experience without taking too much time and effort in planning or spending money on prepackaged tours that send them to overcrowded, trite sightseeing. We envision a world where our curators can create content and profit from their cultural knowledge, while travelers have a streamlined, customized, and authentic experience as they interface with different people. Let me give you a brief presentation of how Rodamico works. In our age of digitized globalization, cultural intelligence, let me go back to this. There's beautiful pictures of Madrid because we are planning to prototyping Rodamico using Spain and Madrid in particular, so that we can see if we can get to an MVP, a minimum viable product. Assuming that Madrid works, then we can expand to probably at least the rest of Europe. Sorry. In our age of digitized globalization, cultural intelligence is worth billions. Yet for international travelers, the internet is an untamed forest of information without a clear course. Rodamico provides the curious voyager with direction, a way to meaningfully navigate the web's vast cultural reservoir. Whether you are a science buff traveling to Italy or a gourmet cook vacationing in Spain, Rodamico has comprehensive, personalized itineraries for you. What is Rodamico? Think curated information for the discerning traveler, self-guided itineraries, alternative city guide, educational travel and learning vacations, cultural lessons, and study abroad course packs, all in one. Rodamico is also a peer-to-peer marketplace that allows curators to monetize their cultural knowledge and to share their passions. Rodamico is one product whose content can be consumed on all screens and later integrated into other platforms to give the knowledge, experience, and richness of the cultural experience into travel and learning for all ages. Most people can experience learning about another country via social media, travel-based websites, city guides, and educational sites that provide travel information to older adults or to luxury travels or educational travel geared towards students. The ability to serve these different segments of the travel population is met with a fragmented market that has evolved to meet its segments' needs. Resultingly, one can have a full experience of travel or cultural immersion with providers whose mission statement is designed for a narrow segment of the population. Basically, you cannot have a sense of how the locals really live and experience their cultural patrimony. Our curated journeys, which you can imagine as web interactive virtual tours, allow you to experience authentic culture through the eyes of like-minded experts. Each one of us has someone in the world who really would like to see Madrid through our eyes. Let your curiosities chart your own course. Share your experiences with the world. Rodamico's niche in the market. These are very big numbers, of course. This is a pure projection, but in 2014, 68 million Americans traveled abroad, generating 145 billion in online travel sites only in the United States. 38% of those who travel say that they do to experience local culture. By 2020, US tour operators' revenues are projected to reach approximately $7 billion US. The big three key themes emerging in travel in 2015 are mobile, seamless, and, most important, experiential. There is no other online tool that does what Rodamico can. It increments global culture content into bite-sized pieces, and it brings curators and users together. Rodamico helps tourists customize conventional sightseeing, parents visit a city through the eyes of their children, business professionals better relate to global partners, and students and teachers enrich their learning. One product, one solution to culture your way. And do I have any more time left?
1 more minute.
1 more minute, perfect. Then for the techies here in you, I want to show you, where is that? ¿Dónde hemos puesto el video? Aquí. I want to show you the platform on which Rodamico is built, because the platform in and of itself is a great value to the project. Is built on MinStack and is a very agile architecture that allows for extreme expansion. So I should read this, I guess. The software stack is called Min. Min stands for being a combination of technologies developed for dynamic development. Min is MongoDB, ExpressJS, AngularJS, and Node.js. Node is a platform developed for building fast and scalable network applications, the perfect foundation for real-time web applications. Node Express is a minimal and flexible Node.js framework providing a robust set of features. Sorry, it goes too fast for me. You can read it. And now it's going to make a huge... And this is the cool part about Rodamico, is that it accepts all sorts of APIs, both in its development and in its user base. Rodamico is recruiting curators right now. If you have a story to tell about your place, the way that you have always wanted your, small village where your grandmother was raised, and where there is a medieval castle that no one ever visits, do make a journey. If you know everything about the best bakeries in Madrid, do make a journey. If you are at all interested in making money from your cultural knowledge, make a journey. Questions? Thank you.
Who would like to ask a question? If I can start,
Yes.
I wonder what is... I see you are enjoying the project
I
very
love it.
much.
Yes.
What is in it for a researcher, from the research perspective?
Well, I mean, It is the absolute opening to a different kind of customer, to the things that for me have always been channeled through very academic and very institutional ways of transmission.
But you mentioned a customer that's supposed
There
to
is a
pay for
customer.
it.
Absolutely. This is a for-profit, a very for-profit. It's a
Yes.
startup. It's
So
meant
shouldn't
to
research
make
be free?
millions. Excuse me?
Shouldn't research be free for everyone?
Well, this is not to make research.
No,
This
that's
is to...
why I ask what's in it for research.
I'm not exactly sure I understand the question. What is it for the curator?
For instance?
Well, the curator has the possibility of showing his or her knowledge to the rest of the world. It has the possibility, so this is perhaps not meant for someone who is doing very serious academic research, but is meant for someone like me who develops study abroad programs and wants to have cultural itineraries that then I can teach to my students while we're traveling the streets of Rome. That's an example. Another example is I am an art historian, and I would like for people to know that there are some beautiful frescoes that were just discovered in a little place in Urbino. It depends on how you interpret research, I guess.
Yes, well.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Thank you. Have you thought about importing data from some...
About importing data?
Yeah.
Yes, I was talking to Asuncion yesterday about that.
Yeah, because I mean, if I'm interested in showing something, because at my hometown there are some very beautiful churches that I would like people to visit and all this, so I have to make the effort to create a journey, right?
You have to make the effort.
So
yes.
somehow doing all this in an automatic way, and then I could set my profile. I really like this, this, and this. What do you suggest, or something like this?
Yes, well, so there are different ways, and we really don't know how the project is going to end up going, right? But there are different ways to see this. So one of the things that I think I was talking specifically to you yesterday about the combination of the humanities with the technology. So one of the things that we want to avoid the most is to create another TripAdvisor. So our idea is that the platform needs to be curated by humans who are going to curate their journeys with love. And the journeys are going to be continuously updated, so that those humans are going to see their journeys as a work of art, of something that they have done and that they are proud of. And of course, you know, because this is all based on social media, basically, the more a journey gets clicked, the more it goes up, and therefore the more people uses it. So if your journey costs 99 cents, but 100,000 people download it, then you have, I don't know, $100,000. So that's a good example.
I think we'll have to keep it to this due to the
yes.
time. We have a couple of other speakers.
Thank you.
Thank you very
yes,
much.
Absolutely.
I just realized I can't count anymore. We have way too many speakers for the next 15 minutes or so. But we'll just continue, I think.